Okay, it's Saturday, March 16, I think. It's third night I started the chemotherapy. I'm very, very tired. I'm so hungry. Anyways, I'm very tired. But I'm coping with it. The thing is, my husband is in hospital. He's in ICU. Because of this chemo, I cannot go and visit him and support him. Such emotional pain I'm going through now. Because I have to stay home and call and see how my husband is doing, which I wish I could be there, hold his hands. Now this chemotherapy, that is the third night, I'm making me very tired, lowering my immune system. I don't know how long I'm going to take this until my body goes back, until this thyroid, this cancer goes back to where it was in November when I was diagnosed. It could have been removed then, but Dr. Dahl and Dr. Choi told me this swallowing problem has nothing to do with your thyroid. We're going to remove it on March 21st. We're doing everything we can. Just we're not going to check your thyroid because you're telling us it's thyroid and you're not a doctor. They haven't done the biopsy right. They didn't diagnose what kind of cancer it is. They don't want to even do another MRI of my thyroid. So I don't know how long I'm going to go downstairs and make this medication of chemo ready again. Hopefully, it could shrink and they could remove this cancer. Hopefully my husband is going to do well and come back home. I'm not going to forgive you, Dr. Choi and Dr. Dahal and all that.
These are video diaries of Shiva Galustian, a woman who lost her voice due to the prejudice in our medical system against women and due to the greed of our medical system versus providing quality care and ensuring the quality of life in all humans. These are video clips of her personal recordings starting February 2024, when her concern was growing since no one at Kaiser Permanente would listen to her struggle and increase in symptoms.
That's how I drink a sip, just a sip, a small, just little water. I can't even swallow the water, especially in the morning. That I can't even swallow that. I just have a hard time swallowing it. And now they gave me this Devotrix and I took half of it. I have to take the other half. I crush it. I have to chew it. Let's see if I can take that. Doesn't go down. And they're saying there's nothing wrong with me. I have to go home. They're releasing me. They're telling me all the tests are good. They can't find anything. And I have to go home and choke and not to eat anything.
Shiva tried in so many ways to advocate. Shiva tried to talk to any social worker, nurse, doctor. Shiva tried changing her treatment team at Kaiser Permanente. Shiva tried to ask for her to get a second opinion anywhere outside of Kaiser Permanente. Shiva tried to ask for a second opinion inside of Kaiser Permanente. Shiva tried to ask to go get transferred to a different location at Kaiser Permanente. Shiva went to the emergency room so many times trying to show how much there was change every single day. And all the doctors and the nurses said to her is, "We're sorry. There's nothing we can do." And prescribed her antipsychotic meds.
Another one. Every time I eat something. That's it. That's what comes out. I don't know if you can see or not. Every 2-3 minutes. This is my saliva or a phlegm that after I have something, I just had water again. Oh, it's there. Like every 2-3 minutes, if I drink anything, after 2-3 minutes, I go through this. My saliva mixed with some, I don't know what is the scientific reason for that. I'm not a doctor. I'm experiencing it every time I drink, which takes me like 5-10 minutes to drink a sip of water. Gets stuck there. Takes time to go down. And some of them comes out. It's like it's choking here, stays here. I can't even talk. So I have to throw it out. It comes like a phlegm, throat phlegm. With my saliva or with everything that I am drinking, some of it. That just happened. And if I drink again, in like 5-10 minutes after that, I'm going through this whole process. I just have a good attitude. I am just cooperating with Kaiser for too long, since October. And it's getting worse every day. I'm losing my patience. And okay.
As she kept advocating for herself, they prescribed her with psychotic medication and anxiety medication. Like, seriously? She's really telling you she's malnutrition. She's telling you she can't swallow and eat food. She's telling you she's trying to find all these ways to ensure her body gets nutrition. And she's worried that this is covering her air and her eating. And you're telling her she has too much anxiety and she's worried that she's going to die and she needs to be on medication and stop worrying that she's going to die? That's your solution as a doctor instead of doing tests. Really? Really? Where'd you get your degree and who trained you?
I am drinking this mineral water with this water every day, trying to finish a bottle of this and a bottle of this, which I start drinking it. This is leftover from yesterday. I couldn't finish it, although I start drinking it like from 7 a.m. until 8 p.m. These are the mineral water and that's the water I drink. And these are the ingredients I mix in my smoothie every day. So my body gets enough protein, nutrition, and all the vitamin and supplement that my body needs. I mix 1 tablespoon of each. And I make a smoothie with. That takes me all day to finish it. I force myself somehow to finish them because I need to stay alive, because Kaiser is not doing about it, is not taking care of me. So I need to keep myself alive and keep my energy going. So these are the things that I'm taking instead of the Kaiser asked me. They called me and they told me, we care about your health. We want you to come to ER and we put you on IV every day because we know you have a hard time drinking and eating. So these are the things I eat. It's my food every day. And that really is hard to swallow. Takes me all day to finish the cup of smoothie and those bottle of water. I just want to keep this in the record just in case somebody needs to know. and plus yogurt I eat.
Kaiser employees let her know the recommendation. The recommendation was come get an IV of nutrient every single day, but we won't change your surgery date or take more tests from you because we will have to pay for those and we don't want to pay for those. Also, who's the doctor, you or me? Verbatim quote.
Good morning. It's Monday, February 19. Just my breakfast that I made it ready. I forgot to tape it, so I'm just want to show you that it contains a slice of, let me see if I could go back to that. I guess not. Okay. The slice of avocado mixed with burrata, cheese. That's burrata cheese, of course. You know that this kind of cheese is already mashed, but it's a good quality cheese. So it's burrata cheese with the slice of avocado, which I mixed, and with this espresso that I just had some sip of it. And I'm going to go try to go like this bite, like this piece, this much. Put it in my mouth, even half of it. I am afraid I can't even do. It's still there. I don't think it's done. It's gone. Maybe it's gone. I don't know. That's the remaining. It's gonna take me 2 hours to finish it, but I have to stay alive. But I should say, this burrata cheese is very tasty. Hold on. Okay. I think I succeeded. It's not a bad breakfast. I mean, this is very tasty. Good bread and good cheese with fresh avocado that my neighbor gave it to me, very organic. Oh, we'll see.
I can't repeat enough how many times this woman tried to advocate for herself. And the funny thing is, in her documentation, the amount of times the providers, any provider, doctor, nurse, social worker, whoever was talking to her, writes in the note, spent 15 minutes assuring patient that the issue she's having with swallowing has nothing to do with her thyroid carcinoma. Spent 20 minutes assuring patient that the issue with her swallowing has nothing to do with her thyroid cancer or carcinoma. Really, you assured her that this was not the problem. And now she doesn't have a voice box.
Hello. I have my report tonight for, it's Friday, February 23rd, and it is around 9:35 p.m. I'm in my room, and I wasn't able to eat or drink much today. I really had a hard time. That's how much water I drank all day. But half of it even I threw up, didn't go down. And I had, let me see, this is apple juice of one small apple. And I had this much sweet lemon juice also. Today I drank that sweet lemon juice, and it was very hard. It took me for about 4 or 5 hours, and I really, the most of them came out. I have a very hard time today to swallow anything. I am not emaciated yet because I'm still on my feet, because I do try to get some some mineral and water in my system. So I don't like to go to ER and put myself on IV every night. I couldn't drink. I couldn't swallow the smoothie I make every day. I couldn't. That's why I had a sweet lemon juice a little, and now I'm trying to have this apple juice. See, this apple, it's like this much. I drink like this much. And goes very carefully. Ah, it feels so good. Like, but it still didn't go down. I'm so hungry. I'm so thirsty. This little bit of this juice feels like heaven. Ah, how long is gonna take me to finish this? Let's try a little bit more of the juice, like this much. And I'm gonna bet you this is not gonna go down. Let's see. Ah, it went down. Oh no. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just trying. Maybe I could finish it faster. I think it's going to take me until 12 p.m., which is okay. I'm not going to work tomorrow. I could sleep longer. So I better take a small sip. This is a very delicious, kind of sweet and sour apple that I grated, and I got the juice. And I'm trying to enjoy that. It feels like I had like lemonade. Anyways, love you guys. I don't know who you are. I'm just keeping this record, but I love all my friends and my families from Iran, from here, all these people that care for me. I love you all, and I'm gonna be well.
When she would talk to social workers or doctors and nurses over the phone trying to explain she's worried about the nutrients that are going in her body because she's having a hard time swallowing even more, they suggested and said if you are struggling with nutrients, you should go to the ER every day and get an IV of nutrients. And then she would go to the ER, and the doctor at the ER wouldn't even read her chart. And when she would say, can you please take a test? Can you just do a scan? Can you do something? They would literally look at her and say, there's nothing we can do for you. Why are you here? Why aren't you willing to take a scan? Why can't you take another test? Why do you think that all your doctors are right?
Good morning. It's Saturday. I don't know. I think it's February 24th. I felt so weak and I'm unbalanced, so I came to USC Hospital. Right now I'm in USC Medical Center, waiting for a doctor to see me. I'm hoping they could do something about it. And, something the Kaiser couldn't do. Anyways, but I have my smile and I'm hoping I will get better. That's it, my report for today, for now. I'm going to keep my smile no matter how bad I feel inside, how frustrated I am. Love myself.
By this point, Shiva was advised by all her friends and family and people that loved her to just F Kaiser insurance and use your Medicare instead and try to go to a different hospital and try to see what's wrong. And so Shiva went to USC Medical Center, which her experience there was so much better than Kaiser. But let's be fair. Kaiser, it's the bottom of the barrel of shitty experiences, isn't it?
I am at USC Medical Center. I came in today, emergency. They did such a good care of me. First thing they did, they checked my blood sugar was 60 The blood pressure was very high, still is high. And nothing like Kaiser did, never, I don't remember they ever taken my blood sugar. Anyways, I just finished my CT scan, waiting for doctor's result. And they are very caring. That I have been seen by 3 doctors so far. I'm still in emergency room tonight. It's 4:24 a.m. So we'll see if they can do anything to take care of me. So far, so good. Okay, right now I'm fine. It is Wednesday. I think it's February 28th. The Kaiser transferred me from USC on Sunday. And today is Wednesday. They brought me here to Panorama City. I don't know why Panorama City. To take care of me. Again, they want to release me at night. I forced myself to stay here. Now they found out that the cancer on my thyroid is pressing the esophagus. From the beginning, it was nothing wrong with the esophagus. It was all the thyroid cancer that was growing and pushing the esophagus to the point that I can't drink and I can't swallow anything. Which it could have been removed easily as of October, up to a month ago. See, I can't even swallow my saliva. Anyhow, now they're keeping me here. They're telling me I need to do chemo in order to shrink the cancer gland on my thyroid so it could get released from the esophagus so they would be able to remove the thyroid. Even for that, they want to put tube on my nose, feeding tube. So I go home, and from home I go every day to chemotherapy because they don't have the facility here in Panorama City. They have all the facility in Kaiser, in Sunset Kaiser. They are refusing to send me there. Since yesterday, Lily and I have been fighting, calling, bring them evidence from here, from there, that transfer me to Sunset Kaiser. I stay there until the end of my recovery, since the mess they brought to my body. Still, I haven't heard from them. Here, because I have not been eating and drinking for almost 2 weeks, I'm just on IVs, different IVs, the potassium, sodium, electrolyte, magnesium, everything in my body is low. That's why they could not put G-tube on me. It's dangerous to put me on anesthesia. Okay, somebody's here.
Are you kidding me? You still don't want to pay for her stay at your hospital, for quality doctors, for training for your doctors, for ethical and moral training for your doctors, for simple training of teaching your emergency room staff to just learn to read a person's chart when they come into the emergency room. You still don't want to do what we pay you to do. All you want is the monthly payments and for you not to provide care. And you call yourselves good Christians? Let go. Mingus. Sit. Good boy.
He's like, Mom, Dad yelled at me a lot.
Woohoo!
Let's do this.
Let's go, man.
Yee, 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 yee. Okay.
Woohoo! First of 30 days, bro.
Let's go!
Let's shrink this tumor in my mom's throat.
Yeah!
By this point, Leela, Shiva Galustian's daughter, wrote a letter to the directors of Kaiser via LinkedIn, a very angry letter, and received a call from Dr. Tiffany Hogan the next morning with an emergency visit. And Dr. Tiffany Hogan is an amazing clinician, someone that actually knows how to do their job. It's the rare gem in the medical field. And she was able to place Shiva on chemotherapy medication and wanted to help her shrink this cancer, because at this point they couldn't remove it without removing her esophagus fully and her voice box fully. And they were trying to help her save one or either, hopefully both. First day of chemotherapy.
Okay, it's Saturday, March 16, I think. It's third night I started the chemotherapy. I'm very, very tired. I'm so hungry. Anyways, I'm very tired. But I'm coping with it. The thing is, my husband is in hospital. He's in ICU. Because of this chemo, I cannot go and visit him and support him. Such emotional pain I'm going through now. Because I have to stay home and call and see how my husband is doing, which I wish I could be there, hold his hands. Now this chemotherapy, that is the third night, are making me very tired, lowering my immune system. I don't know how long I'm going to take this until my body goes back, until this thyroid, this cancer goes back to where it was. In November, when I was diagnosed, it could have been removed then. But Dr. Dahl and Dr. Choi told me, this is swallowing problem has nothing to do with your thyroid. We're going to remove it on March 21st. We're doing everything we can. Just we're not going to check your thyroid because you're telling us it's thyroid and you're not a doctor. They haven't done the biopsy right. They didn't diagnose what kind of cancer it is. They don't want to even do another MRI of my thyroid. So I don't know how long I'm going to go downstairs and make this medication of chemo ready again. Hopefully, it could shrink and they could remove this cancer. Hopefully my husband is going to do well and come back home. I'm not going to forgive you, Dr. Choi and Dr. Dahl and all that. Hello, how are you? Happy Nowruz. This is me, really. You want to know how I'm doing? Okay, don't worry about it. But that is me. It is this G-tube that I'm on it. It just comes and goes here into my belly. So this cancer and thyroid growth backward. It blocked totally, closed my esophagus. I cannot eat or drink or even swallow my saliva. They found it out very late. They cannot remove the thyroid because the cancer is stuck to the esophagus. If they remove the thyroid, they could damage the esophagus. So they put me on so many medication, and the chemo, of course, is an injection. I go through this G-tube every night to stop the growth of the cancer and eventually make it shrink so it could release the esophagus, probably in 2-3 months. Then they could hopefully remove the cancer and I will be okay. I have lost about 25 pounds so far. Anyways, I just want to let you know I just took a video because it's hard for me to write down and explain everything. I love you guys. I'm going to be okay. It's a rough time. It's not something that they cannot cure at this peak. It is curable. I love you. I hope this year is a good year and brings the good news for us. Love you. Thank you and take care.
The doctors of Shiva Galustian at Kaiser Permanente refused to schedule the surgery to an earlier date because they were confident they knew better than Shiva what is going on in her own body. Even though Shiva attempted to provide proof and advocate for herself daily, the doctors were not willing to listen to her due to her gender. And now, end of 2024, she lost her voice box and is now adjusting to a new life. Shiva was diagnosed with thyroid cancer January 5th, 2024, and was scheduled for consult appointments with the oncologist on December 24th, 2024, and a consult with the head and neck surgeon who would be removing her cancer on January 6th, 2025. 1 year and 1 day after diagnosing her, they granted her a consultation for surgery. 1 year and 1 day later, they were planning to remove the cancer that they diagnosed in her body. My name is Shiva Galustian, and I've made this video, one, because I'm so sick and tired of our medical system ruining people's quality of life instead of helping people with their quality of life. And I am so sick and tired of medical providers getting away with malpractice because they're giving into their ego and wanting to be right, when the person is coming to them, asking them for help in what is going on in their body. I also am trying to advocate for my mom, and I'm really hoping I can find a lawyer before January 5th, since it's the deadline, that can help advocate for what Kaiser Permanente staff, Kaiser Permanente health insurance, and Kaiser Permanente's hospital at Panorama City did to my mother, and why this woman had to lose her voice, spend a year away from work, had so much more. If there's a lawyer out there that wants to try to help fight against Kaiser and be Shiva's voice, please call me at 747-228-2621. I hope everyone has a Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.